I was gonna do a video talking about answering some questions about the Pandora's Box 6. If you watched the unboxing I did, you may know that I had some issues setting this thing up, and I was getting very frustrated and not liking it at all because the button mapping was wrong, and the USB they included was the wrong size. They said they would replace that if you contact them. I gotta look into it and see if they actually ever contacted me about that, because I did email them and I got like some generic response, and I don't know if I can even get in contact with them. But you know, that's what they did. And also it says in the paperwork they give you that literally like the manual mentions an 8 gigabyte USB drive. So it's not like they're like, oh, we meant to send you a 16 gigabyte, but you can see in the paperwork that they did mean to send you an 8 gigabyte. So I don't know, whatever, but they said they would send you a 16, and I don't know. I gotta look to see if they ever got back to me on that. So hopefully they start sending 16 gigabyte USBs and not 8, because that doesn't work with 10 gigabytes of ROMs. So one of the questions I've been asked is, how do you add ROMs? It's very easy. They have you download their part files. They have like, is it 5, I think, part files. The only part about that may be hard is if you have like some kind of data cap, because it's over 10 gigs or something like that, or you have really slow internet. But if you can get those 10 gigs with a decent speed, you download those, you extract the files, you put it on the USB. But on that archive, you need like a 7-zip program or something like that to extract it. But in the archive is a bunch of folders that you basically drag and drop all your extra games into. So there's like a PlayStation ROMs folder. So if you want PlayStation games, you download your games or you rip them, and then you drag and drop them into the folder for the PlayStation games. And same for MAME. There's a MAME folder, and there's a Final Burn Alpha folder, and you just grab those games, you download them, however you get them, and you put them in the folders, and they basically just show up. And I'll show you how. I'm recording the TV. I'll show you how you get to that. Right now, these are the extra games I have installed. That's why it shows an add button next to apparently a person. So I'm going to hit start and go to indexing mode, and I'm going to get to the default list here so that I can show you how to do this. So when you start up, you should see that, well, this is my favorites. You can set that in the settings, but you know, this is my start, you know, how I start up, and then I go to the left, and we start to see our added games. The only things you can't favorite added games, and they're just in, I don't know what kind of order this is. They're in some form of order, I guess. I don't know. Or no order at all. So I only found one game for PlayStation that doesn't work. And for MAME games, let's see. I tried Mortal Kombat 2, Ultimate Mortal Kombat. I tried WrestleMania Arcade, and none of them worked. Someone else had said that they tried Mortal Kombat 3 as well as Rampage, and none of those worked. Not Rampage, sorry. Primal Rage, and he said that did not work. It basically just runs like a slideshow, unfortunately, so that sucks. And the only option is to go with like a PlayStation 2 version. One of the problems with I'm sorry. I wish it was PlayStation 2. No, PlayStation 1. But yeah, he said you try the PlayStation 1 version, but the PlayStation 1 has awful button mapping. And that's another thing I'm going to get to, is the button mapping. But so on PlayStation, even if you get the MAME working, the button mapping and everything good, PlayStation is always off. Some games allow you to remap the buttons, but you can't save the PlayStation games. The memory cards don't work. So PlayStation feels like it's just an alpha stage kind of thing, and I wouldn't buy it for the PlayStation support. And I hope you didn't, because there are maybe some games with simple controls that you can play, and you'll be fine with the way the button mapping is. But like, there's games that, like, if I want to play a fighting game like Mortal Kombat 2, which, by the way, the PlayStation version of that is horrible. That's what's included here. But the button mapping is terrible, and you can't do per game mappings. There's no per game mappings, so you have to go with the entire, you know, everything is mapped, including the settings and everything. You know, system-wide, the mapping is the same. Let's see. So if you wanted to play these games, you'd either have to remap it if it's offered inside the game, or you'd have to remap the entire system just for that game every time you launched it. And yeah, that sucks. So PlayStation support is not very good. Like I said, a lot of the games that I wanted to play that I added for MAME didn't work. Some of them did, like Rampage works. I got Rampage going. Paperboy works. So that was simple enough. So the 3D games are kind of, it just depends. If you have like a simple, like I said, if you have a simple game with like 2 buttons, or, you know, some kind of button masher, you may be fine. But if it's a more if the controls are more complicated, then you'll have a little trouble getting used to that. So that's that. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the settings now. Here, and see if I can lower this. This is the actually, I can turn the speaker off, so I don't have to. Yeah, that's my. I like to play with the speaker and my speaker, but I don't want it to drown out my voice here. So, in here we have our I/O test. That's my new button mapping. The default one is awful. So look, ABC on top, DEF on bottom, and that seems to fix a lot of the button mapping with MAME. So I did replace the buttons with 4 Sanwa, and 2 are just like generic fake Sanwa until I can get some new ones. And I have a Sanwa stick. So this is the original, but I do have a an octagonal gate on this player 2, so it's a little bit different there. The buttons have a lot of travel, the stock buttons, and I find that they do cause a little bit of a delay. So when if you replace it with Sanwa or even some decent clones, you should get a lot more. It should be more responsive. So, oh, and one big issue that I'm having with this Pandora's box, the start button on player 2 gets stuck underneath the box like a Ouya controller. It's only that button, but it is annoying, and it seems like the cutout for the start button on that side is a bit different. Than it's a little off center, so it gets stuck underneath there, and that sucks. These stock buttons, like I mentioned, the stock buttons have a lot of travel and cause a little delay. The stick, I do get some extra button presses when using the stock stick, and it makes it a little hard to play. But once I replaced it with the Sanwa, everything was fine. Also, putting an octagonal gate in there works well. So if you just want to get the gate and put it in there, that should help. Unless, of course, you're playing something that you want, or you prefer a square gate or whatever. Doesn't matter. So let's see. Let's get into some other parts of the settings. One player push start to get out of here, right? That's what it says. A. Oh, I changed A. Okay, so then we have the custom buttons. That's where I changed everything. So this is the default mapping. And I don't like the default mapping. It's B, C, D, A, E, F, which doesn't work with anything at all. So, that's a little weird, but okay, got cut off by my camera. But, so what was I doing? I showed the custom button mapping. So there's the credit settings. I didn't really care for the credit settings. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't care for the other settings. So there's one, so you put a coin in, but it was confusing. You can't put a coin in the game, and it didn't let me, you know, like I couldn't continue and stuff, and I don't know. I just set it to free play because it lets me actually play the game. The credit settings didn't seem to want to let me play the damn game. So yeah, and you have to put in a coin just to start a game from the front end. So I just set it to free play because it was just seemed pointless any other way. And we have exit game mode, menu exit, and there is no, I think if you have to, you have to change the credit settings to change the exit game mode. So yeah, that's that. Change this back so I don't want to save that. Okay. And you can turn the pause menu off. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but it's there. Auto exit I turned off because, yeah, I don't want it to exit me out of my game if I leave it on. Then select game mode, any. That's if you want to select a game with a coin, but it doesn't seem to matter what I select. If I have the credit settings set to anything else, it requires a coin. So I don't understand that. Then there's quality optimization, which I leave on, but seems like most people like it off. That just puts a filter on the screen. May do something else, I don't know. But these are settings you tend to find on these boxes anyways. So looking game settings, of course you can have your difficulty. Set the difficulty, edit games, list. So you can hide games. I don't think that works for added games. And then there's edit favorites list, which that's that. One issue people have with these is the screen seems to crop in. I found that it was my TV. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have like a overscan option, but you can go into your TV settings, and I set mine to PC. It had HD TV and PC. I set it to PC, and that got rid of the overscan issue, the cropping. So that's that, and this is all the usual whatever stuff. Oh, how do I get out of here? Okay. And then there's bookkeep. I don't even know what that does, and I don't care. I'm gonna turn this back on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna lower the volume first, and then turn it back on so that it's not, if I can find the volume button, the analog little volume dial. Let's see, where is it? Where are you, volume? Ah, fuck. There it is. I'm just gonna lower it all the way, turn the volume on so this way it doesn't cause problems. And then you hit save settings and reboot, and that requires that I turn it on and off once it's done. So there you go. All right. So what else? Let's see. I think I covered all the issues. You can hit A to stop that. Stupid Pandora's box screaming and all that. And when you launch a game, it luckily does not start playing music and all that stuff. So, let's see if we can. No, I can't. I was going to play Street Fighter 2, the arcade version, to show you what it's like. But then I realized I deleted it because it just didn't work. Let's play some PlayStation, I guess. So, Let me see about added PlayStation games. Could do Primal Rage. Go to track 1. Game does work. Again, the button mapping isn't great. For this game, I'm not that familiar with the controls. I'm already confused. But, I don't know. It just seems like a simple thing. It's just, you know, I don't know, just simple type controls, whatever, I can't think. Oh, I lowered the volume. Well, yeah, I can just access it through here if I can find the volume here. And we can go into the options and see if there's any configuration option, modify controls. So for this game, you can change the controls. But again, there's no memory card support, so you know, it won't work. You know, you have to map it every single time. So let's hit arcade. And so you can play this game, but only the PlayStation version. Click Sauron. Okay. Now I'm not sure what the sound is supposed to be like. I forget. I think that, okay. Yeah, I think there's no music. I mean, there may be a different ROM. Hold on one second. There may be a different ROM that allows you to have music, because sometimes it's just the ROM. But for this, I don't have any music. So, you know, this, I don't even know, does this game even have special moves or something? Anyways, that's Primal Rage. Then, the only game I found for PlayStation that actually didn't work was Lethal Enforcers. There's a 2-pack, 1 and 2, and it just crashed. Castlevania, somebody asked me if Castlevania Symphony of the Night worked, and it does, but again, no saves. So I did start up a game, but it doesn't matter because it just simply, there's no saves. So you hit new game, and unless you play it till the end, you can't actually play the game. Let me try to lower this so it's not drowning me out here. I'm not sure which one is. That's louder? Yeah, that's louder. Okay. I made it louder before, so that's why. So now we're loading. The game works. Again, the button mapping isn't perfect, but for this game it seems okay. It's not too terrible there. Seems easy enough. So, game works, but like I said, the saves are no good. Also, somebody asked me about Donkey Kong and if the sound all worked. And so far, I've tried it by itself and it doesn't, but I heard that you can add audio files, so if I can add games, maybe I can fix that. So, I'm I'm not going to really go through that just because I haven't fully tested it. But I do know out of the box with the ROM files they give you, the game doesn't have the proper audio. Let's do some Rampage. This is another ad. This is a game I added, the main game that works. Press the punch button. Punch button. Which one's the punch button? Okay. So here's Rampage. And this works fine. It's just my playing that sucks. So, oops, wrong button. Okay, so yeah. Damn it, stop. And that's not the fault of any button mapping, that's just me being stupid. Because I haven't really played this in quite some time. This is one of the games I really wanted to add. When I had the... You know, I have the Pandora's Box clone, and I wanted this game on it, but it wasn't there. So, I haven't played this in ages, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I gotta learn how to play. But yeah, it works. So I don't want to play that all day. Well, actually I do, but you know. Okay, so here's Paperboy. I did find a weird issue where when I'm riding the bike, at first he wants to veer off to the left, but I have to hold the stick. I don't know if that's normal. Who knows? But Paperboy does work. I just have to, when I start, I have to hold the stick in the opposite direction, or else he just runs off to the left and crashes. So. My favorite thing normally when I was a kid to do in Paperboy was just throw, you know, papers through people's windows and lose. I didn't even want to play it properly. And I couldn't freaking play it properly anyways. Well, no! God damn it. How did I get it out of that? I don't know. I used to just, every time I played it, just throw papers through people's windows and hit stuff and break stuff. But... ah, fuck. I missed that. There you go. There's something. Oh, no. God damn it. I always do that. Anyways, it works. So Paperboy worked. That was actually on, that's in the ROM set, but it doesn't show up. If you take Paperboy out of the ROM set they give you, you can drag and drop it into the main folder and it shows up. I don't know what that's about, but that's a thing. Let's play some Bloody Roar 2. This is the PlayStation version. Up there. Is there another version? Who knows? I don't remember. Is this... Okay, so... I don't know if this game is done. Is set. So, yeah, this game works. I don't remember if the music worked or anything. Sometimes that's just... okay, the music works. Sometimes that's just an issue with... try to get the controls because they're mapped wrong. I don't want to keep throwing him. Oh, there you go. There's a little lag there. I forgot. This game has some lag here and there. Most of the times it's fine, but yeah, now I'm getting more lag than I was before, so... yeah, that wasn't happening. I guess when I turned in... I never turned into the insect, so there must be more lag when you turn into the monsters, so it's not too good. I was getting a little lag before, but this is extensive. A lot of slow down. So yeah, not so good. So unfortunately, Bloody Roar 2, I would say no to. Let's see about, I have one, there's a game called Kensai Sacred Fist, which seemed to work fine. I don't know, maybe, I don't remember if there was any lag in that or slowdown. Okay, get out of here. Hashtag fuck Konami. All right. So this is Kensai Sacred Fist. Let's see how well this runs. It's a fun game. Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of messy audio here and there, but I don't think this game really has terrible slowdown. Let's see if I can get the buttons working. Be nice if I can remember how the buttons work, but yeah, this game seems to work fine. And I'll do some gameplays of these things. Now, everybody's favorite, of course, is War Gods, you know. Another game that, this game works, but again, the button mapping is killing it. But I don't know how many people, other than myself, are a huge fan, or not huge fans, but fans of War Gods. I'll just put it on easy, very easy, pussy. And then put it on 8. Yeah. Fatality's off. What the hell would I do that for? Oh, you can edit the controller, so if you actually care. Huh. Yeah, it looks like you can, let's see. Triangles, high kick. Maybe I can figure out. No, you have to press left and right. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you can change the buttons, but then you have to figure out what mapping is for what and what's what and blah, blah, blah. How do we get out of here? Okay. All right. Start the game. Come on, load the game.
Round 1, begin.
Okay. That's okay. Okay, that's... So, yeah. This game works. Is there music? No, no music. But this has like a bunch of tracks that may not support the track files. I don't know how many people really care, but... Okay, so you probably, if you can get a proper ROM for this, it may work, but that I have these a million track files and it may not support that. So that may be why the music isn't working. So you have all these track files. So I don't know that that actually is supported. And we have Guilty Gear. On more track files, this may not work. Ooh, it's a little stuttery. Hopefully that doesn't show up in the gameplay. Let's go to options mode. I've actually never played this before, but I saw gameplay and I was like, that looks cool. Gotta press the right buttons. Is that all they got in here? Okay. Shit. Oh, you can actually change the buttons easily here. So if you want... Okay, don't know where I left off here, but... yeah, I got cut off, I guess, and didn't realize. I gotta pay attention to that. This is Guilty Gear. You can change the... Hold on one second. You can change the buttons in this very easily, so you can map them in this options, and they actually just... It's a one-to-one, easy, simple mapping. And, yeah, so if you want to play this, this actually works fairly well. I've never played this. Look, it seems fun, but it's easy enough. So, yeah, Guilty Gear works. And it takes 5 seconds to remap the buttons if you don't mind. Wow, I'm getting my fucking ass kicked. But I don't have a giant blade. Fucking stupid old man brings a fucking giant blade. I have nothing. Fucking bullshit. Anyways, we'll get out of that. It's a very fun game, but I need to learn how to play it. So, yeah. But, is there anything I didn't... Oh, WrestleMania Arcade. We'll go for WrestleMania Arcade. Okay, so I'm gonna actually start the game. See about getting Doink the Clown. Doink the Clown. So. This looks nowhere near the same as the arcade. I can't play this game worth a shit. I fucking don't know what... I forgot how to play this game. But here it is. And it's still better than the latest fucking wrestling, fucking WWE game. I don't even like wrestling, but I like the games for some reason. And my friend, I think my friend got me into it because he loves wrestling. Fucking asshole. I gotta remember how to play that, but whatever. Yeah, that was WWF WrestleMania. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, Area 51. Here we go. Area 51. Let's do some Area 51. This is going to be a long-ass fucking video. Nobody's going to watch this shit. So let's see. Arcade. Options. Let's go to options. See if maybe I can remap the buttons. Probably not. Player select. What is player select? Configure one player. Default. Let's see if we can... Oh, you can. Just reload. Huh. Oh, okay. You can actually easily remap these a bit. So, reload. 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 Everything's reload. Okay. Yeah, just mapped everything to reload. What the hell? You don't want to fire. So now... What the hell? I can't... Oh, okay, I have to hit start. Okay, so you can remap the buttons in here. Again, another one of everybody's favorite games here. Come on! Stay low! Okay. Hey! Firing isn't working, even though I... Okay. It didn't actually, none of the buttons actually remapped. Which button to reload? Okay. No? Okay. Whatever. The fuck is that about? I gotta get Arrow. What was that Aerosmith game? What's the face on here? Okay, let's get out of here. I think that maybe. Let's see. Anything else? I think that's it for added games. I think that's enough for today. Like I said, I want to remind you, you can change the button mapping, A, B, C up top, D, E, F on bottom, and for cropping on the screen, you can change your TV settings, hopefully. What else? And like I said, you can easily add games. And contact Pandora's Box if you got an 8 gig and see if they get back to you. Oh, God. So, thank you for watching.